Okay, let's go round two. Um, I guess this will be the second episode, if the first episode counts as a prologue of Sparrow Speaks. If you're finding this, I go by Sparrow or Billy Boy. Um, Pronouns he, him, or xaers. Um, Most likely I will get a way better angle, but I just started doing this. This phone is propped up with a spray paint bottle. I have my little $30 mic clip, which, thank goodness, I have the best friends who helped me get this equipment. Um, but if you would in the future, if you like these episodes, I guess you can send money. That would be really helpful. But I understand a lot of people are struggling right now. There's a. I could go on and on with labels for myself, like pagan or whatever, but something that really sparked me to want to start talking on here, besides seeing other people doing it and being inspired, is... Hold on a second. Gotta get my calories. That's something about me. As I've gotten older, I've gotten more issues with food. I'm getting better at it, but it's not, as for many of us, I'm sure, not really the multiple meals thing a day, which has led me to being severely tired. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm recovering from burnout on top of all this anxiety and stuff. So yeah, if you don't hear from me for months at a time, it do be like that sometimes. Oh, I said in the last in the intro that I wanted to document this, and one of the reasons why it's because right now I am planning a move. I'm in the process of moving from Michigan to Oregon, which not only is the furthest I've moved by myself, I'm moving into a place by myself, and I have no idea how I'm gonna do it. But this is something I really want. Back to the story that inspired me to talk on here, though. One of the mornings I was up, I don't even know if I had gone to bed yet or not, because I'm working on a issue with revenge bedtime procrastination. Yeah. And once I hear the birds and it gets early in the morning, it's hard for me to sleep. But I might have woken up. I don't know. But the windows and doors were all shut, and there was a wasp in my room, a big wasp. Don't know how I didn't hear that all night, unless it somehow got under the door. And of course, I didn't want to kill it or injure it, but it was also really freaky. So it was like I was trying to like move it out of the window because it just wanted to escape through the screen. And I was like trying to get it under a jar or something so I can take it downstairs, take it outside, which I managed to do after a while. But like the whole time I was just praying it wouldn't sting me. And as cheesy as this sounds, like I realized the metaphor right then that our body, like us, we are the wasp, and wherever we're trying to get to is like past the screen, but we can't see the screen, and we just keep. You probably couldn't hear that, I don't know, but it was a motorcycle. We can't see the screen, and so we just keep hitting the same spot over and over. And our greater conscious, higher self universe, whatever you want to call it, is that person who is trying to safely guide the wasp out of the room and outside to where it wants to go, but it can't, see past just that goal. And so, like, us, the wasp, are like freaking out and freaking out and freaking out because we think we're going to die. And an ego death might happen, but if you calm down, stay still, so the higher consciousness can move you safely, it might be seemingly longer process, and it might be really freaky because there's no air holes in that, and you're like being moved, you don't know what's going on, but that's the only way out. And really, like, that's something I need to remember for myself. But whenever you find these kind of videos, we're resonating on the same level. So hopefully you got something out of it. And if you didn't get something out of it, you probably didn't listen to it this long. If you did listen to it this long, that's so amazing to me. I'm just trying to get all these thoughts out of me, because at the moment I don't really. There's just a lot of people in my life who don't like think the same way as I do. So I haven't really gotten to, what's that called? I guess just regurgitate information, special interest kind of stuff. So yeah, this is about the same length as the first video. So maybe going forward, these videos will be like 10 minutes, and I'll film like maybe 2 at a time. Maybe I'll do longer. It's not a problem for me to talk this long. I just know that if it doesn't have a fast forward button on TikTok, then on YouTube you could get ads and all kinds of other stuff, and you'd be like, never mind, I'll listen to the rest of this later. So the bite-sized pieces I know work a little better for our attention spans, and I don't think that's anything we should guilt ourselves for. Like, yes, it's beneficial to us to be able to sit still in the silence for longer periods of time, like, so we don't get dopamine burnout. But we're also in a world that's very much catered to us being on our phone, and all of us really out here are just looking for something to spark us, you know, or alleviate some of the pain, you know, if you're listening to this on your work break or while you're taking care of your kids or anything like that. Who knows how many people will even hear this. But my point is, I'm really hoping that I keep doing this, not for money or notoriety. Those things, even though those things are nice, I would love that. But as much as I've been trying to avoid it, I do have a voice. I have a very loud voice. Used to get me in trouble all the time as a kid. And I do feel called to at least try to connect with some people. So, okay, it's been like almost 12 minutes. So, who knows? Maybe I'll do another episode right now. This is actually getting kind of fun. Anyone who has made it this far, who has the same problems as me, is wanting to like speak out, do some kind of creative project, just connect. It's that instant of cold water, you know, when you go underwater, that little layer of cold that like keeps us from going down so often, at least in my case. But like, oh, excuse me. I just had another thought, but I'll share it in the next thing. But really, it is really fast, that cold spot of deep fear. So if I can do it at 30, feeling paralyzed, to be seen for at least the past decade, if not longer. If I can do it, you can do it. Ooh, 13. I'll talk about numerology in the next one, maybe. There's so many thoughts buzzing. But yeah, thank you.